Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Earth, Ernest P. Worrell here, and today I'm going to talk about something that has been on my mind for some time. Now I know there might be some folks out there in the Sailor Moon followership who, well, they all have their beliefs when it comes to Sailor Earth. Some would say that Darien Achuba, Darien Shields, whatever you know him as, they'll say, well, he was Aldeling Darien or he was Aldeling Endymion. He was the Aldeling of the Earth in the past. And the way, way, way early BLs will say. Well, that's true, but he was not, that was true. But he wasn't the only keeper of the earth. He wasn't the only Aldeling of the earth. That was me. Now, a lot of folks are going to say, well, if you're Sailor Earth, why didn't you awaken early in the late YLs? Well, we do know that Sailor Venus or Mina woke up early before Serena. We know Mina woke up to being, as a Sailor Keeper before Serena, Amy, Ray, Lita, and Mina did. But we also kind of know that Amara, Michelle, and Trista may have woken up even earlier before them. Now, Queen Beryl did not want me to awaken, so she made it seem that I would not awaken, and I was a late waker. I didn't awaken until 2009 YL, way after the Elder and the Inner Sailor Fighters had awakened, way after the Sailor Starlights and everything like that. Now, some folks out there might say, was I in the past? Oh yeah, I was in the past, but then Queen Beryl didn't want me to awaken, because if I did, Sailor Earth would have been the strongest of all the outer and the inner worlds in the Milky Way Starway. But we're not. So now some folks out there might believe that I'm just nothing more than a knockoff or an offshoot, calling myself Sailor E. Sailor E, the E stands for Ernest, but it also stands for Earth. Ernest, Earth. Yeah, I know. And a lot of folks out there might, go on Google or Yahoo or Bing or DuckDuckGo or whatever and say, oh, there is no Sailor Earth. Well, there is a Sailor Earth. Oh, there's sundriest drawings of Sailor Earth, don't get me wrong. And if you go on Euro, you will see sundriest films of Sailor Earth, not me. There are some drawings of me as Sailor Earth, and I will show these drawings to you. And I did make a short, I did make a film out of it. Now, I awoke on my own. I don't know, but I had dreams of, the Moon Kingdom, whatever its name was, the Moon Kingdom, and having dreams of the outer Sailor Fighters and the inner Sailor Fighters, but it all didn't really come together until 2009 YL, when one day a Sailor Moon, I guess you call it a shape-shifting stick, I will call it that, and I then became Sailor Earth, Sailor E. And I was out, fighting, wronging rights, nothing outstanding, It wasn't like Sailor V or Sailor Venus or Sailor Hellworld. Well, she was well known and already had books and already had a film game and already had a drawing show, at least in the Sailor Moon world she did. I was not as well known. There was no Sailor E games. There were no Sailor E books. Or there was no Sailor E drawing show or drawing films or anything like that. So by 2009 YL, by 2008 YL, I had left 4-1 Reichs to go to Dawnland to meet up with my fellow Sailor Fighters. The inner ones. Mercury, Quicksilver, Venus, Hellworld. Well, Moon wasn't really a world, it was more of a stone. Mars, Sailor Red World, Jupiter, Sailor King World. Yes, I did meet up with the Elders later on, like Uranus, Sailor Sky World, Neptune, Sailor Sea World, Saturn, Sailor Un, Sailor, what would that be? Sailor, I don't know. And Pluto, Sailor Underworld. And Saturn, Sailor Ring World. So yeah, I did meet up with them. And I was welcomed into being a sailor fighter. And a lot of folks might say that was I well known? Yeah, by the time 2009 came along, there was a Sailor E film game. There was a Sailor E film, a drawing show. There were books. And at the time, the sailor fighters were dealing, when they were fighting the kingdom of hell, dealing with Lucifer, Yeah, I know there's a lot of fiends both in the Might Keepers and the Sailor Moon world, like Queen Metalia, Sailor Madness, which is Madness, Dayhawk, Dark Spectre. There's also, there's the Oliprus, the Overling. There are many fiends, believe it or not. But anyway, and I showed up, and it was a big deal. And they asked me, "Are you a sailor fighter?" And I said, "Yes." I was the Grand Overling, a rank up from the team leader, but underneath the Aldeling of the moon at the time. And the new heaven and new earth, new heaven, or whatever you want to call it, I was chosen to be the first Wicker. Now, a lot of folks out there might say, "Oh, if you're a sailor fighter or a sailor keeper, do you got any might?" Yes, I do. All of the weather and all the catastrophes of Earth are my strikes. You got flood, you have snowstorms, you got, wildfires, you got fire hill blow-ups, you have earthquakes, you have twisters and gales and wind storms, you have, what else? You got rainstorms, floods, anything you can think of, any kind of, catastrophe or weather. Well, yeah, mostly that is all my strikes. And yes, I will show you a likeness of what I look like when I'm shapeshifted, because I can't shapeshift because there isn't a true, I'll show you the likenesses of what I look like before I end this film. And you give me your thoughts of which one you think is a good one here. All right, where are they at here? All right, folks, here are my likenesses as me as Sailor Earth. And I'm going to show them all off to you, so forgive me for my lack of cutting or skimming or shifting. This is my, all right. Here's my first likeness of me as Sailor Earth. See? It goes, know what I mean? Sailor Earth. And then whoever, yeah, see? That's what I look like as Sailor Earth, folks. Right there. You can tell I got my cap on. I had the earth in one hand. I got my sailor gloves on. I have my sailor shirt on, my sailor longs on. Yeah, I even got a strap. Ha ha ha. Here's the next good drawing of me right here at Sailor Earth. See? It says Sailor Earth. Ernest P. Worrell as Sailor Earth. From, in Sailor Moon and the Stones, which was the first, saga that takes stead after Sailor Moon Sailor Stars that I showed up. Hey, you can even see I still got my cap on. I still got my sailor shirt and my longs on. Hey, there's the strap again. And look, there's my gloves. And some of these drawings here are, well, so, all right, folks. What did you think about me as Sailor Earth? Did you like those two drawings of me? I know you're not going to seek them anywhere else in the interwebs. No other website is going to have those drawings. So, yeah. All right, that's it. I, Sailor Earth, Ernest P. Worrell, or Ernest. I'll see you later. Now give me your thoughts on what those drawings you liked. Know what I mean?